Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Prince Harry looked cool, sexy and very happy at the US Grand Prix on Saturday, according to body language expert Judy James, and Meghan was not with him. Harry was a VIP guest of the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team. He was given a tour of the paddocks and spoke with British driver George Russell. Judy said, "It's as though the cool, sexy and very happy version of Harry is back in the room again here on a solo trip after his romantic break with his wife. His mustache is manicured, his hair is teased up to look fuller. He is sporting a pair of designer shades and his body language looks both relaxed but also excited by the event and the people he is meeting. Harry oozes good humour here, with his head up and smug-looking smile of pleasure on his face as he raises one hand to hail the fans. This version of Harry looks so much like the old one, before all the pressures and stresses of his family, and before that haunted expression he is often seen wearing. He looks as though he's having fun here, with signals of confident engagement and active gesticulation as he talks and walks that suggests he's enjoying the attention and possible admiration of the crowds." Newsweek tells us Harry was mocked by sports fans at the Rugby World Cup semi-finals in France, some fans comparing him to red-headed South African player Steven Kitshoff. The female fans' side featured photographs of the Prince and Kitshoff with the caption, "We have the better ginger." The Mirror tells us how Harry and Meghan are once again being criticised for their use of private planes, this time for their recent trip on October the 10th from New Jersey to Canouan in a Falcon 7X. The Mirror points out that the private jets burn more fuel per passenger than airliners, and flights totaled over 4,000 miles with an estimated 9.6 tons of CO2 emissions. A source to the Mirror said the plane is owned by a pal who owns a property on Canouan. They added that the couple took a commercial flight from California to New York ahead of the conference before flying home on another commercial flight from Atlanta. Palace Intrigue will be right back. The Express reports King Charles is now on a mission to curb his personal food waste by eating slices of the same cake each day. Charles has requested that the couple is served the same cake each day until it is finished, with hopes that this will help him play his part in curbing food waste. We're told the king likes fruitcake, enjoyed with a loose-leaf tea on the side. Princess Eugenie revealed the royal family had no idea about the Queen's Bond sketch during the London 2012 Olympics. Beatrice was on the White Wine Question Time podcast and spoke about the famous sketch where Queen Elizabeth was joined by Daniel Craig's 007. Beatrice said, "Nobody knew. It was amazing. We were all surprised." Meanwhile, the Daily Beast said that the famous Paddington Bear sketch almost didn't happen. Writer and actor Simon Farnaby said in a podcast with fellow comedian Richard Herring that over multiple takes the Queen's tone was too harsh and the sketch was not working. Farnaby shared, the director would come in and say, "Ma'am, could you just go a little bit gentler?" And she'd be so sweet and she'd go, "Oh, I'm sorry, yes, of course." He'd go like, "You're talking to your grandchildren," she'd say. "Oh, of course, I'm so sorry." I was saying to him, "Give up, just stop, we're not going to get it." And he said, "No, I think just a couple more." It eventually worked out, Farnaby said. "I needlessly just went up to her afterwards and said, 'Ma'am, that was fantastic.' And she went, 'Oh, thank you.' He told her, 'You're a very good actress,' to which she replied, 'Well, I do it all the time.' I went, 'Oh, you mean like playing the part of the Queen?' And she went, 'I beg your pardon?' And then I lost all my confidence. I thought she was giving me the scoop. I mean, like it's a role, isn't it? The Queen, and you play it?" However, the Queen turned sternly on him and said, "You know I am the Queen. Paddington's not real. They are actors, but I'm the Queen. I meant at Christmas when I do my speeches, but then it's all written down, and now I have to remember it, and I find it quite hard." Actress Hayden Gwynn, who starred in the royal comedy The Windsors and also appeared in The Crown, has passed away at age 66. Variety's obituary highlights how in her later career she took on a number of royal-related roles, including playing King Charles' wife Camilla in the comedy series The Windsors and also appearing in Season 5 of The Crown as one of Queen Elizabeth II's ladies-in-waiting, Lady Susan Hussey. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Google, iTunes, or your app of choice. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.